Surya Khan, the senior most judge of the Supreme Court of India, Honorable Mr. Justice Ujjwal Bhuiyan, Judge, Supreme Court of India, Honorable Mr. Justice N. Kotesha Singh, Judge, Supreme Court of India, Honorable Mr. Justice Ashutosh Kumar, Honorable Chief Justice of Guwahati High Court, Chancellor of Naluja, Professor Dr. K.V.S. Sharma, Vice Chancellor of Naluja, Honorable Judges of Guwahati High Court, Retired Justice Hrishikesh Roy, ladies and gentlemen, my dear student, I am delighted to be present at the third convocation of the National Law University and Judicial Academy, Assam here today. At this significant occasion, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to all the graduating students. It is truly a proud moment for each one of you. Today marks the culmination of years of hard work, discipline, and dedication. This is your day of joy, pride, and fulfillment. Behind every success story, there is a circle of support. These are the silent pillars who have stood by you through every challenges. They are your parents, your teachers, and your mentors. They have guided you, inspired you, and encouraged you. On this special day, I also offer my deep respect for their guidance and sacrifices. This convocation is also a celebration of Naluja's own journey of growth as the first national law university in the entire northeastern region. When it began its journey from the modest campus of the Northeastern Judicial Officers Training Institute, few could have imagined the height it would reach today. From those early beginnings, Naluja has grown into a world-class institution for learning and research. The Amingaon campus by the banks of Brahmaputra stand as a symbol of vision, commitment, and determination. Over the years, Naluja has brought together some of the finest scholars, thinkers, and legal practitioners. They have created an environment where learning goes far beyond textbook. They have also created an environment where learning extends to debates, moot courts, clinic, and community engagement. What makes Naluja truly unique? It is integration with Judicial Academy of Assam on the same campus. This model bridges the gap between the classroom learning and the real world judicial practice. This allows students, judges, and lawyers to share insight and experience in a common space of growth. I appreciate that Naluja has always approached legal education as more than just academics. It focuses on holistic development, providing modern infrastructure including smart classroom, a well-stocked library with premier online database, sports and health facility, and a grand moot court hall are successfully preparing students for the world of advocacy. The campus itself reflects the university's commitment to environmental consciousness alongside education. Through its Center of Excellence, including Center for Child Rights, the Center for Environmental Law, the Center for Gender Justice, and the Center for Disability Studies, Naluja connects classroom learning with societal needs. Publications such as those from the Child Rights Center translated into Assamese and other regional languages, have helped raise awareness about child protection and rights. Under the intellectual property rights here, the university's handbook on geographical indication focus on the Northeast has shown how traditional craft and agricultural products can be legally protected. The IPR shares research on traditional bell metal craft of Sorthevari or Meghalaya's turmeric underscore the university's commitment to preserving and protecting the traditional knowledge system of the region. These are not just academic exercise, they are also act of empowerment. They reflect the university's belief that the true test of education lies in its impact on society. Naluja's collaboration with both national and international institutes such as National Commission for Women, the National Human Rights Commission, the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, DPIIT, the British Society of Criminology, and the Office of the Attorney General of Bhutan have further enriched its academic ecosystem. Through this initiative, Naluja has positioned itself as a hub of research, policy engagement, and innovation firmly connected with the world. I commend the faculty and students for this remarkable achievement. As we gather today to celebrate the achievement of our law graduates, I would like to reflect on the deeper roots of our legal tradition. India has always been the land of dharma and nyaya, rooted in morality, compassion, and justice. Our legal heritage did not begin with the British rule. Justice Koteshwar Singh has already elaborated on that. It began thousands years ago with the Veda, the Upanishad, the Arthashastra, and the Smriti. In the Santi Parva, the Mahabharata beautifully explained the meaning of dharma. Dharanat dharma itaho dharmam dharayati prajaha. Yah sadharana sanjuktaha sadharma iti nishayataha. It means that which sustain and unite people is dharma. It is the moral glue that holds society together. In ancient India, law was seen as a branch of morality. Kings did not make laws by whim. They were bound by the dharma. The role of the ruler was not to impose authority, but to ensure justice. During the Mauryan period, the Emperor Ashoka, and with the guidance of the thinker Kotila, the principle of law and administration became more prominent. The Arthashastra spoke of the Saptanga, the 7 limbs of the state where justice held a central place. Under the Sola dynasty in the south, even village assemblies had the power to resolve dispute. So, while our modern judiciary has inherited certain features from British rule, its ethical and moral foundation are deeply Indian. The principle of natural justice, fairness, and equality stand from our own civilizational ethos. Often I say that India has not begun from 1947. Our constitution we may have adopted in those period, but our civilizational journey is 5,000 years old. The constitutional journey is just extension of our own civilizational journey. Legal education, therefore, is not just about learning the letter of the law. It is about understanding its spirit. It teaches us the law is not a weapon for power, but an instrument for justice. It trains young minds to think critically, reasons logically, and act ethically. In any democracy, the rule of the law is its backbone, but that backbone stands strongly only when its custodians, the lawyers, judges, and the scholars are guided by integrity, empathy, and purpose. Lawyers are not just professionals who argue in courtrooms. They are social engineers who shape the conscience of the society. They are defenders of the voiceless, protectors of the weak, and interpreters of justice. Legal education, therefore, is not just a career path. It is a commitment to building an equitable and human society. Today, as you receive your degree, remember, this is not just an end, but a beginning. You are stepping into a world that is complex, fast-changing, and full of contradiction. But it also a world that needs your ideas, your energy, and your sense of justice. Wherever you go, to the courtroom, to the corporate, to the academia, or to public service, never forget that the law is a means to serve. You are the voices for those who cannot speak for themselves. You are guardians of fairness and the defenders of truth. As law graduate, it is your moral duty to use your knowledge and skill to serve those who cannot afford legal assistance. The poor, the marginalized, and the voiceless often struggle to find justice, and it is here that your empathy and compassion must guide you. True success in law is not measured by the wealth and prestige, but by how many lives you uplift and how much fairness you bring to the society. By remaining emphatic, humble, and commitment to justice, you can help build a society where the rule of law protects every citizen regardless of their means or background. You must be guided not only by intellect but also by compassion. Your argument must be driven not only by logic but by conscience. You have studied in one of the most distinguished law universities of the country. This privilege gives you an even greater responsibility to make justice more accessible, more affordable, and more human. Some of you will go on to become judges and lawyers. Some may become teachers or policymakers. But wherever you go, remember, the ultimate goal of the law is not victory, but harmony. In today's fast-changing world, technology has become an inseparable part of the legal profession. For law graduates, integrating technology into their work is no longer a choice, but a compulsion. From e-filing and virtual hearing to research databases powered by artificial intelligence, technology enhances efficiency, accuracy, and accessibility. It enables lawyers to analyze complex data, manage case information, and deliver faster, more transparent services to clients. At the same time, understanding emerging areas like cyber law, data protection, and digital evidence is essential to remain relevant in the modern justice system. By embracing technology, you can bridge the gap between the traditional legal principle and the demands of a digital society. This will ensure that justice remains effective, inclusive, and future ready. At the same time, I urge all of you to nurture a culture of excellence, an excellence that comes through constant effort, determination, and self-belief. I urge you to work towards your dream with focus and dedication. Be ready to take calculated risks and never let failures hold you back. Remember, excellence is not a destination. It is a lifelong journey that helps you discover your own potential. Always believe that every dream can come true if you have the courage to seize it. So, spread your wings, trust yourself, and move ahead fearlessly into the uncertain path that lie before you. On this special occasion, I'd also like to share a few thoughts about Naluja. As we move forward, I believe Naluja must continue to evolve with the changing time. The world of law is transforming rapidly, and the university must remain at the forefront of this change. The first area of focus is technology. Artificial intelligence and digital platforms are reshaping the way contracts are made, disputes are resolved, and rights are protected. At the same time, these tools raise important questions about privacy, accountability, and ethics. The challenge for the university is not to treat technology as just another subject, but to weave it meaningfully into legal education. Students must not only learn to use technology, but also understand its impact as jurists who can question its fairness, legitimacy, and regulatory framework. The second major frontier is the growing internationalization of law. Global trade, climate change, migration, and cross-border dispute have made law a global discipline. Naluja must therefore prepare its students to think beyond borders to understand international legal system. Collaboration with foreign university, faculty exchanges, and the participation in global moot courts should become central to the university's academic culture. Another pressing issue is the massive backlog of the cases. In our country, with more than 5 crore cases pending in Indian courts, the legal system must increasingly depend on faster and alternative forms of dispute resolution. Mediation, conciliation, and arbitration are now essential tools for many lawyers. The university should ensure that its students are well trained in these methods so that they can not only argue cases but also resolve conflicts in ways that heal relationship and strengthen social harmony. Equally important is the need to uphold ethics and integrity in the legal profession. In today's fast-paced world, where commercial interests often overshadow professional values, young lawyers must remember that law is not just a career. It is a calling to serve justice and society. Naluja should continue to nurture this spirit through strong emphasis on ethics, clinical legal training, and reflective practices. At the same time, university must never lose sight of its roots and regional responsibility. The Northeast faces unique legal challenges related to rights of indigenous community, the menace of infiltration, environmental protection, and our identity. These are not distant or theoretical issues. They are part of our everyday life. Naluja should continue to lead research and policy work that comments those local concerns with national and global discussion. Finally, the university must aim to become a true center of legal research and innovation. The coming decade should see its scholarship influencing judicial decisions, shaping legislative thinking, and guiding public policy. To achieve this, research training should begin early at the undergraduate level, and the institute must create a strong ecosystem that support both faculty and student in producing knowledge of lasting value. As I address the young graduate today, I feel a deep sense of optimism about the future. You are the generation that will shape the justice system of New India that is faster, fairer, and more inclusive. As you step out of this university, I urge you to carry 3 guiding principles with your integrity in thought, empathy in action, courage in conviction. Use your knowledge not to dominate, but to uplift, not to divide, but to unite. The journey of Naluja itself is a proof that with determination and vision, great things can achieve even from humble beginning. I wish to end my words with a quote of great thinker and philosopher Swami Vivekananda, who said, "The supreme value of youth is incalculable and beyond words. Youth is the most precious and powerful period of life, a time full of energy, courage, and infinite possibility. How you harness this period will determine the course of your future and shape the years that lie ahead. I urge you to draw inspiration from the word of Swami Vivekananda and shape your lives in ways that leave a lasting mark on the pages of our history." With that, I once again congratulate each one of you and wish you success, happiness, and fulfillment in the years ahead. As the government of Assam, we are committed to help and inspire the journey of Naluja to a center of excellence. From the state of Assam, I have already committed Honorable Chief Justice of Guwahati High Court and Honorable Justice Ujjwal Bhuiya that whatever you ask us to do for the Naluja, we are ready to do it immediately. There will be no deficiency in making journey of Naluja towards center of excellence. Government of Assam will remain committed, and our association with Naluja, whether financial support, environmental support, and whatever you think fit and proper, Government of Assam will always be at your doorstep. Thank you. Jai Hind. Vande Mataram.
We convey our deepest gratitude